Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. So in this video, we'll be finishing the road wheels. Um, Last video I showed the rims I made here. A couple things I did off camera was made these plates here for that, like the actual wall of the wheel itself. This is just 3/4 inch plywood. This is actually concrete form instead of regular plywood. This is really good for this because it's a smooth surface. It doesn't have any wood grains on it like normal plywood would, so it won't look like wood. It'll look like, because I don't want it to look like wood. I don't want to be able to see the wood grains. So that's a good, we had some of this, which was really convenient. So this was just on there. I used this thing here. I put the wood discs in there, drilled in at an angle to get the holes for there, and have 6 screws in holding it in. Though the screws only go in about 1/2 inch into the plastic, but that's perfectly fine. 6 of them will hold it in there nice and well. So the other thing I did was make up some of the center pieces. So this will go in the middle just like that. And that's pretty much what the finished wheel will look like. So what I have to do now is put this all together. First thing I have to do before I put this together is paint the insides, because I don't want to, it's really easy to paint right now. It'll be really hard to paint the inside after I've already put it together and try to get in there. So I got the paint color I wanted. The color of military vehicles during World War II is called olive drab. It's not a green, it's kind of like a dark color. It's kind of greenish, but here's some paint samples I made up. I don't know how well they show up on camera, but it's a mixture. I mixed these up myself. It's a mixture between yellow and black. Those are the only 2 colors I used to make this. So you can see this is a little bit more greenish. This is much more dark. This is the color I'll be using right here. Basically, all you have to do is just get some black, add yellow to it, and then it becomes this greenish color. So I started out with this, and then it got progressively darker. And so what I did was I just cut off a little piece of the sample here, take this to Home Depot, and they scan it, and they can make like a gallon of this exact color. So got the gallon of paint here. This is, you can see it's pretty much the same color. It looks really dark on camera, I know, and it is really dark. If I decide it's a little bit too dark, I'll just add some more yellow to it to lighten it up. Don't add white, because white just doesn't do it right. Add yellow if you want it to be lighter. Anyway, so I'm gonna paint these now and then get back to you. All right, so I got all the wheels painted on the inside. So it's hard to see on the video, but I did end up lightening the paint a little bit. I added some yellow to it to bring it lighter and a little bit more greenish. It's still really dark though. It probably just looks black on camera, but I'll probably mess around a little bit more before I actually paint the whole tank and everything, but that's a while from now. Anyways, I got them, as you can see, they're together right now. All I did was put some wood glue on it to stick it together. All that's for is to hold it together while I can drill these holes. And those holes are going to be for these 3/8 inch bolts, just like this. They all go right into here. There's 4 bolts holding them together. The way I know where to drill the holes is because on the template I used to cut out these wood rims, I fixed it so that there would be 8 holes around the side, and they each put a little mark where I wanted to. 8 bolts is way more than you need. You only need 4 3/8 bolts really, but what I'm going to do is I still have the marks on there of where the 8 holes will be. So what I'm going to do is just on the outside, I'm going to still drill those out just like down an inch or so, and put some just like 1-inch bolts in there. They won't be holding anything, they'll just be for looks, because the 8-bolt pattern looks really cool. Much like the 4-bolt pattern is kind of boring, it doesn't look that good. Anyway, I'm not going to do that right now though, because I need some more washers and nuts for the bolts, but that's what I'll do for there. So that'll look really well. And then the other thing is, so this is what it looks like all together. Bolts are in there on the back, just like that. Tighten down really well, that'll hold it together nice and sturdy. And then for the center, I drilled it out at 1 inch, and this is a piece of tubing that I got made at a machine shop. It was like a machinist tubing, but it's 1 inch outside diameter and 3/4 inch inside diameter. And so that'll fit over the 3/4 inch axles I have on the tank. And it's nice and smooth inside. I cut it up into the right length I needed. So yeah, that's pretty much right there, the finished wheel. Except for being painted and then the fake bolts going on it. But yeah, so I'll finish up these and then take them down to the shop and put them on a tank. I'm really excited to see how that's gonna look. All right, so I finally got the wheels down here on the tank. They look perfect on there. They look so much better than the old wheels, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. You can see they're all on there. How they're held on to the axle right there is I use that same pipe I used for the bushings on the inside there, and made a whole bunch, 24 of these little collars here. And so those will go one on each side of the wheel with a washer on each side as well. Little screw in there. I didn't have any proper set screws, but that'll work enough for these. So that's how they're held on. So that's it'll look like that right there. See how there's the little collar and then the washer as well, except that it's not like that. So yeah, those are the wheels. Finally finished them. So the next thing would be the track. I need to shorten the track as well as redo the splice on it and a couple other things. And then so I'm not too far off from the next test drive. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.